Hi everyone, this is Olga, and today I want to talk with you about how to stay in the adult ego state. If you missed the last week's video about the 3 ego states that you can be in from the theory of transactional analysis, that's the child, parent, and the adult. The child is often immature, the parent can be very critical, very controlling, and the adult is the ego state that gives you the most freedom and the most power over your life. So today we're focusing specifically on how to stay adult. Because if you can master staying in the adult ego state for most of the time, you'll be really living the dream, your dream. So let's just quickly recap what exactly the adult ego state is. It's when you're really present, you're aware of your feelings, your needs and wants, your energy levels, your priorities, you're living in alignment with your own values. So you're confident, you're grounded, you're proactive about your life and about your relationship. So you really know what you want and you take responsibility for getting it. So you're really in charge of your life. Or when we're going through a personal crisis, or if there is some real bad things happening out there in the big world, like the pandemic or war or natural disaster, anything big like that will definitely affect us as well. And of course, it can very easily throw us off either into the child or into the parent, just because it's the more known coping mechanism. We know those territories usually a lot better than we know how to stay adult. The trick to have the power over your life and to be in charge of your life is to learn how to shift back into the adult ego state. It's not about never falling out of it, it's coming back to it easier and faster every time. And by the way, even in daily interactions, whenever someone approaches you from the ego state of a child, that pushes you into the ego state of the parent. And the other way around, if someone approaches you from the ego state of the parent, that will push you into the child. That's just how things work. So how do we shift back into the adult ego state? Number one technique is anything that helps you get present again, that brings you back into the here and now. The easiest thing is to focus on your breath, just the breathing. There is a specific breathing pattern that you can do, square, where you inhale on, let's say, 4 counts, then you hold your breath for 4 counts, then you exhale on 4 counts, and then you hold your breath again for 4 counts. What this does, it switches your nervous system from the sympathetic into parasympathetic. In layman terms, what that means, it calms you down from fight or flight state, when you're all agitated, into a relaxed and reflective state of mind, when you can be really yourself and really connect with yourself, with your wisdom, with your brain. Anything that helps you get out of your head and into your body will also get you back into present. You can really use your senses here. That is a very, very powerful instrument that you always have available to you. What can I see? What can I hear? What can I touch? What can I smell? What can I taste? Just try and look out for 3 things I can see, 3 things I can hear, 3 things I can smell, or something I can smell, etc., etc., etc. Engage your senses and it will very quickly get you back into the present. Scanning your body. How do I feel right now? Am I sitting comfortably? Do I have any aches or pains? Am I thirsty? Am I hungry? Do I need to use the bathroom? Am I tired? Do I want to stretch? How is my body? Just scanning your body really briefly, just like a couple of seconds. Again, it can help you get grounded. It can help you get back into the present. Obviously, any mindfulness practices, meditation, anything like that, that's also really helpful, as well as any physical practices and any exercise, not just yoga or gym or anything, any form of physical exercise, ideally the one that you actually enjoy and really take pleasure in doing, that will also help you get into your body. Because if it's something that you hate, it's not going to help you connect with your body. It's not going to help you get present. You'll just be thinking about how much you're hating it. So it kind of misses the point. Any form of physical activity that feels good. Number 2, focusing on what you can control, not on the things that you can't control. So if we're talking about COVID pandemic, you cannot control whether there's going to be a new variant of COVID appearing or not. What you can control is what you are doing personally. and where you're going and how you're managing your risks. And not even just that, but in any situation, like there is a war happening, my country is waging a war on an innocent country that had nothing to do to deserve it. I can't control my government to stop them. Not like that, right? I can't stop them like that. If I could, I would have done it already. But I can't. What I can focus on is what I can do. So I can help someone personally. I can look after my own well-being. I can reach out to friends and listen to them about what help they need or just how they're feeling, how their day is going. I can connect with people that are important to me. I can continue creating these videos, etc., etc., etc. So focusing not on the things we can't control, but on the things that we can control. Number 3, get grounded in your values. Your values are also a very big resource that's always available to you. All you need to do is connect with them. Just feel, what is important to me? I cannot control how the other person reacts to what I say or what I do, but what I can control is what I do with my life. Am I doing things that are important to me? Am I doing enough of them? What is it that is important to me? And do those things. Even if you can't do them full time like you'd like to, but you can do it just a little bit. Like for example, if creativity is one of my values, what can I do creatively in my life? Just a little bit every day, even if it's just making a creative lunch for myself, rather than, spending the whole day in the art studio and painting away the whole day. But if I can't do that, but what can I do that will really help me live my creativity value, or whatever other value it is, but connect with them and do something in line with that value every day. Even if you're only doing a tiny little bit, but you do it regularly, that helps you stay in the adult ego state, because that's what the adults do. They choose what's important to them and they follow through. Number 4 is noticing what ego state the other person talks to you to. You can refer to our first video on ego states to recognize what they are again: the child, the parent, and the adult. Notice if someone is talking to you from the child, are they trying to trigger the parent in you? Notice if someone is talking to you from the parent, are they trying to teach you how you should be living your life? Are they trying to make you feel small and useless? Are they trying to criticize you or control you? Or are they trying to make you responsible for everything that goes on in their life, like a child would do? Notice what ego states the person is talking to you from, because then you can notice the pull for you to go into the parent or into the child ego state. And once you notice the pull, it's much easier to resist it. And then you can just skip that bit and just stay adult, no matter what ego state the other person talks to you from. Number 5, and it's very important step, so it may have well worth being the number first. Staying really calm and relaxed when you do notice that you slipped out of the adult and into the child or into the parent. Try and resist the pull to become very critical of yourself, because that's what the parent would do. If you just become critical of yourself, you're just going back into the parent, you're not coming back into the adult. And try to resist the pull to give up and say like, oh my God, I can't do this, never will be able to do this. Because that's what the child would do, and that just puts you into the child ego state. The adult can be very relaxed. You can just reflect on what happened that pulled you out of the adult ego state, and then you can decide to shift back into the adult. And that's all it takes sometimes, just noticing that it happened and deciding to go back. If you want, you can go a little bit further and then ask yourself, which of my needs is not being met right now? What pulled me out of the adult ego state? Or which of my values am I going too far from? And again, that pulls me out of the ego state. Or what else happened that pulled me out, so that I can put things in place so that I can be prepared when it happens again. Because life happens and we do fall out of the adult, and that's totally normal. It's whether we shift back and how quickly and how easily we can shift back. And the more relaxed you can be about it, the easier it will be to go back. And number 6 is really laying the foundations so that you always have the energy levels to stay adult, because staying in the adult ego state usually takes energy, both physical and mental. So respecting your needs taking really good care of yourself, like you were that precious friend, the best one ever, the one you really want to have the best life. Because you're going to be living with yourself for the rest of your life. There is no way around that. There is no way getting out of there. And you really want to be your best friends. At least I hope you do. I want you to be your best friends. And practicing. The more you practice staying adult, the easier it becomes. It's just as much of a skill as anything else that we usually talk here about. And you can get to the point where it just becomes second nature to you. You just really don't even think about it anymore. You don't need to, because that's how you approach your life, because you've learned that your neural pathways have built, and this is your default ego state now. And it's totally achievable. It's not anything out of the world. You can totally do it. All it takes is taking care of yourself, practicing, shifting back into the adult when something pushes you out of there, and just staying calm and relaxed and enjoying your life. This is really it from me today. I hope you found this useful. Do comment down below what helps you go back into the adult ego state, what helps you get present again, what helps you stay at the best of your abilities. And join me next week where we'll delve a lot deeper into managing your energy levels. Because if you can master managing your energy levels, then everything else becomes so much easier in your life. Absolutely any challenge is totally achievable, and you can do heaps and heaps and really have the best life ever. And staying adult will also be a lot easier when your energy levels are high. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me today. Have a great week and see you next time.